This is Shyam Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India Inc.
Data, AI, and people analytics. These are terms that have chased all of us in the field of HR for the past 2 or 3 years at least. And now another term joins this list, and that is algorithmic HR. Hello and welcome to another edition of Shyam Global Radio. You've got me, Ahalya, keeping you company on today's podcast, giving you the lowdown on another recent and important development in the world of human resources. Today, we're dissecting the rise of algorithmic HR. The landscape of human resources is undergoing a significant transformation, driven by the rapid advancements in technology and the increasing complexity of business operations. HR departments worldwide are turning to algorithmic solutions to streamline their processes and maximize efficiency. This revolutionary approach, known as algorithmic HR, will redefine the way organizations manage their workforce. Now, for dissecting something, we've got to start at the beginning. So let's take a look at the genesis of algorithmic HR. This concept owes its inception to technology giants like Google. Recognizing the potential of data-driven decision-making, Google pioneered the application of algorithms in HR, terming it people operations. Their approach was spearheaded by Laszlo Bock, who later founded Humu, a company that creates and implements algorithms to enhance employee satisfaction. However, the application of algorithmic HR isn't limited to the tech industry. According to the International Data Corporation, or IDC, by 2024, only a year away, 80% of the 2,000 companies surveyed globally will use algorithmic managers to hire, fire, and train employees. Moreover, 40% of HR functions in international organizations have already incorporated AI applications, thereby expanding the candidate pool, accelerating hiring, and enhancing engagement and retention. So let's look at the first scenario, hiring. The hiring process is perhaps the most prominent and commonly used application of algorithmic HR. Traditional hiring processes, which involve a human HR manager scanning resumes and shortlisting candidates, are being replaced by AI-driven systems. These systems utilize machine learning algorithms to scan resumes and synthesize the data into a suitability score for the role. This score is then used to rank and narrow down the field of candidates, thereby saving human hours and potentially reducing bias in the selection process. One of the key advantages of data-driven hiring is the breadth of data sources available to algorithms. They can process information from CVs, publicly available data, and responses to assessments, creating a comprehensive picture of candidates. This information allows the recruitment team to identify successful employees' attributes, skills, and personalities, leading to quicker and more informed decision-making. And if that doesn't perk your ears up, this will. There's a new power couple in town, and that is HR data and algorithms. So just as Google Analytics helps businesses improve their website performance, HR data and algorithms help organizations address their most pressing HR concerns. The flexibility of this combination lies in its adaptability. Algorithms can be adjusted to measure specific elements, thereby enabling organizations to solve their most critical staffing challenges. The effectiveness of data-driven HR is supported by numerous studies. For instance, the National Bureau of Economic Research, an American research organization, found that recruitment driven by data and algorithms leads to higher quality hires for companies. Moreover, data-driven HR can help eliminate human biases, creating a fair and objective hiring process. Isn't that what we're all working towards anyway? And it's not just that algorithmic HR is an enabler of positive things, it's also the impact that is notable, especially when it comes to workforce planning. Predictive modeling software uses algorithms to identify patterns in large volumes of data, enabling HR professionals and managers to predict future trends more accurately. Algorithmic HR can help firms identify potential issues within their workforce before they even arise, providing more time to actually find solutions. It can even assist in identifying skill shortages and leadership needs, thus helping companies minimize the risk of resource gaps. In essence, algorithms allow for predictive workforce planning, keeping firms ahead of the curve, especially those experiencing rapid growth. Now, these are more macro outcomes of algorithmic HR, but it works even on a micro level. Take something like employee satisfaction, for example. Employee satisfaction and retention are crucial to business success. We've discussed this before on our previous podcasts as well. Now, algorithms are changing the landscape of HR in this sphere by combining data-driven HR and behavioral psychology. Data from a company's work environment and internal surveys are processed to identify key behavioral changes that will have the most significant positive impact on workforce happiness. Companies can now send nudges to leaders and managers, suggesting and recommending the prescribed changes. These nudges are more likely to be successful than direct orders. They're continually tailored and improved through machine learning based on their outcomes. Now, if you've been paying close attention so far, one thing might have stood out, and that is the concept of bias and what algorithmic HR and AI has to do with tackling bias. So, while algorithms do have the potential to reduce biases in hiring decisions, there is a growing debate around whether they increase or diminish bias and unlawful discrimination. Certain high-profile cases, like Amazon's AI recruitment tool favoring male candidates back in 2018, highlight the risks of getting it wrong. To mitigate the risk of discrimination when using AI systems, organizations need to ensure a fair, transparent, and efficient process. This means preventing existing biases embedded in historical HR data from becoming a part of the algorithm. By doing so, they can add a level of procedural justice and transparency that may be difficult for humans to provide. So that's one challenge. There are a couple more when it comes to algorithmic HR, given how new it is and, technology is always evolving. We've heard about some of the dangers with AI, and that extends to algorithmic HR as well. Another area of concern is data protection. While these systems can actually provide valuable data-driven insights into the workforce, they may conflict with the principles of data minimization and transparency outlined in the General Data Protection Regulation, or GDPR. Employers must implement suitable safeguarding measures if relying on purely automated decision-making that affects employees. And to be fair, the rise of algorithmic HR has also had an impact on human interaction and job satisfaction. Naturally. AI systems can increase work pressure, undermine the value of human skill and judgment, and affect relationships between managers and their direct reportees. However, if used in a considered and proportionate manner, they can also boost job satisfaction and trust among employees. So it really is all about how you use algorithmic HR. Now, all of these facts and thoughts and explorations in hand, it's wise to think about the future of algorithmic HR. And despite the challenges, the future is looking promising. The success of the data-driven HR approach, along with numerous studies validating its effectiveness, suggests that it's here to stay. By considering how HR algorithms can fit within their organization, businesses can accelerate their journey into the future of HR while equipping themselves with the best tools and strategies to help their people. Algorithmic HR represents a shift in how organizations recruit their workforce. By harnessing the power of algorithms and data, HR departments can enhance their decision-making processes, improve workforce planning, and boost employee satisfaction. That said, as with any technological advancement, it's critical to consider potential challenges and concerns, particularly those related to bias and data protection. By doing so, organizations can ensure a fair, transparent, and efficient HR process, propelling their journey into the future of HR. Now, seriously, consider the challenges. Don't let your organization's story turn into an episode of Black Mirror. On that cheeky note, this is Mia Halya signing off on this edition of Sherm Global Radio. I'll be back with more interesting conversation around pressing developments in the world of HR on our next podcast. Stay safe, stay happy. Adios.
This is Sherm Global Radio in partnership with Timber Media, Podcasters for India, Inc.